and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be showing you around the town of El Calafate. In the previous episodes, we shared some of the most popular excursions you can do from town. We spent the day at an estancia, we toured the glaciers by boat, and we hiked in Los Glaciares National Park. However, today we wanted to show you what you can do around town when you're craving a more relaxed day. So in this episode, we'll be walking around the lagoon filled with flamingos, coming face to face with dinosaurs at a local museum, and hitting up an ice bar while still visiting a few different restaurants. So let's go explore El Calafate.
Hey guys.
Good morning and greetings from El Calafate.
Yeah, it's basically our first full day here to kind of explore independently on foot.
Yes.
And so we're quite excited. We're going to be visiting a reserve today, a wildlife reserve.
Yeah, so we're going to be visiting Laguna Nimez. It's this lagoon just north of the town. It's also a wetland, so you can see lots of birds.
Yeah, it's meant to be a beautiful area.
Yeah.
So excited to check it out.
So after a lot of busy excursions and waking up early and running around, we thought we deserved a chill day today.
And there's meant to be some great food in town.
Yes.
And so we're really excited to have a nice meal and to show you that as well.
Yes.
So let's get started.
There's always food in our video, guys. We're always going to take you out for good food.
Of course.
Let's go.
Are you coming just to say hello to me?
Hi. Oh, you look like such a happy
Qué lindo que soy.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Viniste a saludar.
I think it's per husky, no?
Viniste a saludar. ¿Dónde está tu dueño? ¿De dónde
You're
apareció?
beautiful.
Our first stop was Laguna Nimez, which is a nature reserve and bird sanctuary that sits on the shores of Lago Argentino just north of town. It's a really nice place to enjoy a leisurely stroll, even more so if you're a bird enthusiast. So let's talk about prices as we continue down this trail looking for birds. So admission for foreigners is 500 pesos per person, which right now is almost $8. And then for national residents, it is 300 pesos, so about $5. And they also have an info point with like lots of different brochures. You get a map in there, plus like a little pamphlet with photos of the different birds you can find here, so that you have an easier time identifying them once you're, out and about on the trail, going around the lagoon. So yeah, let's see what kind of birds we find. I'm really looking forward to seeing some flamingos. I'd say those are at the top of my list. And yeah, Sam's just behind me. He's got the zoom lens. So I'm sure he's already seeing some lovely creatures. Well, this place is worth mentioning. It is called El Pantano de Shrek. You know what that means?
Shrek.
Shrek. It means Shrek Swamp.
It's Shrek Swamp.
We are visiting Shrek Swamp. How do you feel about that?
I'm hopeful that we're going to see Shrek pop out at any moment.
Or are you the Shrek? Dun, dun, dun.
Secrets revealed. Secrets revealed.
Let's go find some birds. Sneakily. Let's explain. Where are we?
So cool in this little building here. You can see that there's little viewpoints, little slits to look out of. I feel like I'm a spy in here.
It's basically like a little hut.
Yeah.
Where you can spy on the birds quietly. And we're bird watching, guys. Bird watching. Well, as is to be expected here in Patagonia, the weather is ever changing. We are now getting some wind and rain, so we've come to hide in one of these little bird viewing huts. We're the only ones here, and the birds are kind of far away, so we're not trying to whisper at this point. But yeah, this has been such a beautiful hike and so easy. So if you've been doing, lots of heavy trekking around El Calafate and El Chaltén, and you're feeling kind of tired, but you don't want to not do anything for a whole day, this is definitely something to consider, to just come to the lagoon, walk around, do some bird watching. I also wanted to mention the lookout over Lago Argentino is just stunning, but try to visit on a sunny day if you can, because I feel like today the color of the water doesn't do this place justice. It's kind of gray and overcast, so you're not really getting that intensity of the turquoise milky waters that you do get on a sunny day, like these past 2 days when we've been driving out to Los Glaciares National Park. Like, the lake looks unreal. Every time we've gone past it, we're like, whoa, how can this be? So yeah, if you can visit on a sunny day, Lago Argentino is just magical and full of flamingos.
It is. But this has also been realistic of our time traveling here. I feel like we've had alternate day weather. We've had a rainy day followed by a sunny day, followed by a rainy day or two, followed by a sunny day.
Yeah.
So another thing to keep in mind is if you want to have those beautiful sunny photos, you're going to need to spend some extra days here so that you can plan your travels around the weather too.
Okay guys, so not too far from the lagoon, there's another attraction worth visiting. It's a museum, and it is called the Center of Interpretation of the History of El Calafate. Bit of a long name, but it is very cool. So admission was 400 pesos, about $6 per person. And inside you get to see the dinosaurs that roamed Patagonia, giant mammals, and also learn about the people who lived here. But I think the best part for me was being able to see the skeleton of a megatherium, because we've been hearing about these creatures for a while, and they were basically giant sloths that were 5 to 6 meters tall, and they roamed Patagonia.
They were enormous.
They were huge. They were giants, and they roamed this part of Patagonia with humans. So they existed up until 8,500 years ago when they went extinct. And part of it is because they were very slow creatures. They hadn't known a lot of predators. Also, it took these mammals a while to reach maturity and be able to reproduce. And once they did, they had a really long gestation period. So basically, they were very easy to hunt, very easy to eat. So they got to roam these lands with humans, but then
I mean, they must have yielded
a lot of meat.
A lot of meat without a lot of effort.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, they look like such cool creatures, and you can read more about them and other mammals that roamed Patagonia. It's really interesting. So I like that museum a lot.
Yeah, and one of the coolest things is that we weren't necessarily planning to go there. We just saw it. We just saw it, and we're like, let's go check it out.
Yeah.
And that's one of the nice surprises about travel, those random moments.
That day we had lunch at a restaurant called Mi Rancho. I ordered the braised ossobuco cooked in a clay oven with a yellow risotto that was a real delight. Meanwhile, Sam ordered the lamb with a mushroom risotto and a sweet calafate berry sauce, which was also very good.
The meat is so tender and flavorful. And that sauce is so sweet. It's gourmet food, guys. This is hands down the best meal we've had in the city so far. So glad we got to come here.
Yes.
The food is outstanding.
For dessert, we tried the dulce de leche volcano with chocolate ice cream and wild forest berries. We ate very well in El Calafate, and this was one of our favorite spots.
Well, guys, forget Vesuvius. My favorite volcano in the world is actually located in Argentina. And at the moment it's on my plate. Is a volcan of chocolate and dulce de leche. So when I do this, look at the lava of dulce de leche coming out. Amazing. So it's also come with ice cream. Beautifully presented. This has just been a great meal. And I expect dessert to be good. Oh, what a great dessert and a great meal overall. El Calafate. Hello.
Oh, that was loud in my ear. My gosh. Hi. Good afternoon. We are back in the cottage.
Back. Oh my gosh.
Lunch was
Guys,
good.
we have this horrible routine of like having this wonderful lunch, waddling home, taking a siesta, and then updating you hours in the future. And this is another one of those instances. What a fantastic meal. Our best meal in town.
I would say so.
Absolutely,
Yes.
in my opinion. Yeah.
The place was called Mi Rancho, My Ranch. And yeah, just really good food.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, I think the including everything, it was with the full bottle of wine and dessert, the mains.
So it came to just under $40,
Yeah.
which would be considered a pricier meal here,
Yeah.
but it's the nicest meal we've had in town.
Yeah, it was
So-
really good. And overall, just a nice chill day in town.
Yes.
We needed that after some busy days here.
Yeah.
And so it just goes to show you that you can have a chill day in El Calafate. I know most people come here to do tours and to do, big full day things. But if you do want to have a bit of a quieter day, this would be a good example.
Yes.
A little museum, a little walk around in a nature reserve, and great food. To me, that's a perfect day. So with that in mind, I think we'll say goodbye, and we will
Yes.
have one more episode from here coming tomorrow.
The following day, we continued our tour around El Calafate, starting with food. You already know we can't start the day off without first enjoying a good meal. So we made our way to a restaurant called La Cocina.
Pastas have arrived.
Oh my gosh, so Sam and I ordered 2 different tasting menus, all pastas. So we technically have 6 different pasta dishes in front of us. What drew us to this place was their pasta tasting menu, which allowed us to try a little bit of everything. I ordered the tagliatelle with forest mushroom sauce, gnocchi with lamb ragu, and spinach ravioli with a cream sauce featuring ham and chicken. Meanwhile, Sam got the green noodles with a bacon cream sauce, potato and spinach ravioli with bolognese meat sauce, and squash ravioli with a leek sauce. Overall, a great meal. Well, guys, that was a delectable lunch. It was really, really good.
So good.
Honestly, it was really nice having like 6 little dishes to share, try a little bit of everything, figure out what's our favorite pasta. And there was actually a 3rd tasting menu. So technically, if you go there with 3 people, you can each order one of the different sampler pasta sets. And you've got 9 dishes to be like, ooh,
It's your
which
own
one's
little
best?
private pasta buffet.
Yeah, and the 3rd one is all vegetarian, so they do have veggie-friendly options. The total was 1,900 pesos, which right now at the time of our visit is $30 US. So I think that's pretty decent. I mean, we
Yeah,
ate really well.
definitely good.
Great service, really cool restaurant. It's called La Cocina. It means the kitchen. So we would definitely recommend that. It's located right in the center of town, like right on the main avenue, so you can't miss it.
Oh.
And now we're taking a little walk through this village of gnomes, is the translation of it. And it's kind of like this little area that's tucked away just off the main street. And you have a whole bunch of little souvenir shops, but they're all like these tiny log homes, very cute. And the roof, it's sod, like it's grass. So it almost feels like you're in this enchanted forest, and you know, little gnomes and elves are going to wander out any second now.
Yeah.
So this is the place to come and pick up your souvenirs. You can buy like knit sweaters, jams, artisanal chocolates, slippers, mates, whatever you can imagine. There's a lot of variety here, so definitely a cool place to check out. I'm kind of shopping for another alpaca sweater or like a wool sweater, something that'll keep me warm as we continue heading south. So we'll see if I find anything. I got this one in Salta or Jujuy in northern Argentina.
What a find, huh?
So yeah, but we're gonna take you guys for a little stroll along here because it's very cute, and then on to the museum.
Indeed.
That afternoon, we visited the Glacierarium, also known as the Patagonian Ice Museum. We went by taxi, but it turns out that the museum offers a free transfer from the Secretary of Tourism parking lot, which is on 1st of May Street, just up the hill 1 block from the main street. You can check the bus schedule on the museum's website. Inside the Patagonian Ice Museum, we saw a model of the southern Patagonian ice field, which is where the glaciers in this area originate, and we also learned about the life of the famous Argentine explorer Francisco Pascasio Moreno.
So remember, it's open bar, okay? I will serve you the drinks in a nice place, okay? Watch yourself.
Sí.
At the end of our visit, we went down to the ice bar, which is located at basement level. The walls were covered in ice, the glasses the drinks were served in were also made of ice, and there were even some ice sculptures, so really a great photo op. So we just finished visiting Glacierarium, which is both a glacier museum and ice bar. So you have 2 separate ticket prices. To visit the museum, it was 600 pesos per person, so $10. And then on the other hand, to visit the bar, it was 400 pesos. That would be like $7, $8, plus it includes a drink. So that's kind of cool. You can get beer, cocktails, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, first we toured the museum, learned all about glaciers. We got to watch a couple of movies. One of them was called The Voice of the Glacier, and it was all about Perito Moreno. Super, super cool. If you're in Calafate, that's like the one glacier that you have to see.
I like the 3D one the most.
Yeah, that was a
awesome.
3D movie. It was really cool. It was about how it advances every year, and then it blocks the flow of the water incoming to the lake, and then this huge wall of ice is formed, and then it breaks down, and it's like exploding, flying ice everywhere. It was very cool. And yeah, just different interactive exhibits. So we had a good time. I'd say you need about an hour to kind of experience the museum. And then for the ice bar, it's a 25-minute experience. So yeah, you go down there, they've got club music going on, you know, flashing lights, neon. You get to wear these funny little silver suits, like keep you warm.
It is so much fun. We spent most of the time taking photos and videos.
Yeah,
it's
they
hilarious.
had lots of fun, like ice sculptures and igloos. So it was cool.
Should also mention they have a cafe as well. We didn't eat or drink there, but they had some cool specials.
Yeah, and you can get cake and coffee. So like after you've spent your half hour in the ice bar, if you're freezing cold and you can't feel your fingers, although they do give you mittens, you can come upstairs to their cafe and, you know, warm up.
We should also mention about transportation. It's on the hour, and it brings you here in from town. We ended up taking a cab. You
know what? I had read that there's free transportation, there's a free shuttle, and I completely forgot. So we took a taxi here, and then we saw the shuttle, and we're like, oh yeah, so we're gonna take it back into town.
On the half hour it goes back.
On the half hour it leaves the museum.
We will enjoy our free ride back into town.
We sure will.
Well, that is that.
That is that with the wind blowing in my hair at the moment. And what a great time we had in El Calafate. I wouldn't have changed a single thing that we did the whole time we were here. We had really good food. Obviously, we came for the glaciers. We got to see them twice. It was amazing. We got to do some hiking. We got to do a whole bunch of different things. Also visiting an estancia. Just overall a great time here. And we hope you guys enjoyed the series, because we are heading next to El Chalten, basically the hiking capital of Argentina. And we couldn't be more excited. So join us for tomorrow's episode as we show us leaving here and going to there. Thoughts on you guys?